7 simple steps to implement so you can flourish and transform any area of your life. Number 1 is acknowledging where you are. It starts with acknowledging where you are, and this will require you to give yourself so much grace, because a lot of times we tend to run from where we want to change. So start facing those areas of your life that you want to change, and that is pretty much having self-awareness. Number 2 is having a very strong why. Why is it you want to change that particular area? Why is it you want to transform and flourish that particular area in your life? Having a why is like a GPS. It gives you clarity. But most importantly, make sure that the why lights a fire in you, such that in days when you don't want to do that thing you're supposed to do, the fire that burns in you will keep you moving forward. Number 3 is having to develop your mind. Your mind is actually, I call it a muscle. And a very great friend of mine, Beatrice Ndora, shared this with me. And she said that the muscle is one of the strongest, the mind is one of the strongest muscles that we need to develop. But quite often, we do not pay attention in developing the mind. So start developing your mindset. And how you do that is being mindful of who you follow, what you're watching, but also what you're reading. That plays a big role in your mindset development. Number 4 is staying in your lane. And a classic example is when you're on the highway driving. Every car has its own lane, right? Can you imagine if all the cars merged in one lane? There'll be a lot of collision and crashing. And the same case applies when you're trying to merge into other people's lane. You don't focus on your life. So remain in your lane and start minding your lane. And I also say mind your purpose, right? Then number 5, choose faith. A lot of times when we need to change and transform areas of our lives, the very first emotion that comes up is fear. And why is that? Because fear is meant to keep you frozen and paralyzed. But I always say reverse re-engineer and start choosing. And yes, you will feel fear. But I always say when I feel the fear, I choose my faith to help me make that step of faith to move forward. Because fear has kept a lot of people stagnant and they're not flourishing in their lives. So start to choose faith when you feel the fear. Then number 6 is to trust God. And the reason I say this is because as a woman of faith, building in business and even in content creation, there are times where I'm not able to see what lies beyond the things that I'm doing, but I'm choosing to trust the creator of my life, because his word says that I have a plan and a purpose for your life. And the plan is to give you hope and a good future. So when I cannot see the next step or 2 years or not even 2 years, when I can't see the next 3 months of how they're going to look, I've chosen to trust God with my life, but not to allow myself to stay stagnant just because I can't see what lies ahead. Number 7 is to embrace the journey. Life is a marathon. Life is not a sprint. And the reason why I say embrace the journey is because sometimes we tend to focus on the destination and not embrace the life lessons and the moments along the road to our destination, right? So start embracing the journey, and before you know it, you will eventually get to your destination. I pray that these 7 steps have encouraged, empowered, and most importantly, educated you. But my prayer is that may the Lord establish you in that thing he placed in you to do, because it's someone who's going to be encouraged, and someone's life is going to be changed by you simply choosing to move forward and doing that thing God called you to do, right? Be encouraged, be empowered. God has placed greatness inside of you, so stop apologizing for the gifts and the power that God placed in you. Walk in your greatness unapologetically. Implement the steps and move forward and watch your life transform and flourish. Bye.